If you have ghosts, you have everything. You can say anything you want, and you can do anything you wanted to. If you have ghosts, you have everything. Are you on the square? Are you on the level? Are you ready to swear right here, right now, before the devil? That you're on the square, that you are the level, that you're ready to swear right.
Oh yeah, we're not late this time. Hello
Not this
everybody.
time.
How you doing? It's Ghost Historia and of course Chronicle Ghoul. How you doing, man?
Hello. I'm doing great. I've had a very eventful week. How are you?
Yeah, he's already gone to a concert. Not a ghost concert, but he,
Concert nonetheless.
concert nonetheless. But he does have the Manchester show coming up in just a few days, you lucky punk. But we'll get into that later.
I'm a
in the
lucky
show.
bastard. I tracked down those tickets like my life depended on it.
Oh man. Oh, I actually just saw somebody ask if anybody has information on the VIP for Manchester. Do you have any info on that?
I got my. If you're looking on VIP times, the doors open at 6:30. I'd recommend getting there. Although queuing isn't recommended, get there for about 6:15, maybe 6, because as they say, queuing isn't recommended. So don't feel the need to go like an hour before. I've got an email about it all. Also, if you're going to the VIP times Manchester, we'll bump into each other. Which will be an odd thing to happen. You'll never know it's me.
Okay, so you got the VIP, right? Nice.
Well, the like lowest tier, but yeah, again, I was tracking them down. I'm not gonna be able to see the museum, which bums me out to no end.
Oh, so not the stage either, or just the museum you don't have access to?
I'm pretty sure it's just the museum I don't have access to. I can actually check what tour I have, because, by the way, if anyone is still looking for tickets, AXS they still have some tickets. It's Ticketmaster that seems to be completely sold out, but I have the Ascended VIP package.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, wonderful.
Well, there you go. If you take a picture on the stage, you'll have to share it with us next time. So
will do. Or I'll just share the photo, and one of them might be me. You'll never know.
Awesome. But yeah, there you go. Help. Oh my god, help needed help.
Is that Giancarlo Esposito in the big red boots?
Really?
I love that.
Oh god, I'm a huge fan. Breaking Bad, Mandalorian. Oh, yeah, huge fan. But yeah,
was, all the comedy roles. I forget the film's name, but it was I think it was like an 80s film. Fantastic comedic actor.
Let's see here.
I've seen something.
Gateway, Wretched Ghoul as always, and Aves. Thank you for being here.
You took my spot, man. in the last stream that I'm not sure is still up.
For just another 24 minutes, and then they'll take it down.
Yeah, this is gonna start a one-sided one-sided beef. The blood feud begins.
She said, Chronicle's not here, I'll step right in.
The new Kane Ghoul. Will the real Kane Ghouls please stand up?
Oh my god. Half of it is still up, I think.
I just saw from Negan999. Has no one mentioned Chronicle's dad? Thought this was a Skeletalk. I'm going to let you all know now. I've told him about the bit. I've told him that he is a character, and he started smiling and told me to tell all of you hi. So
celebrity.
He knows
celebrity.
Oh god, he is a celebrity. Kane Senior. He's. I think Historia missed Kane last time. Did you, buddy?
Of course, it's Kane. But hey, we did have Wretched Ghoul, which you guys know, that's sitting there in the.
Did a fantastic job.
You know, she did great. It was awesome. But yeah, of course. I mean, Skeletalk is me and Kane, of course, so can't replace that. That's why that one was not a Skeletalk. You can't do that. There's
Yeah,
rules.
yeah. Unless we have another one of our fights, which is why this episode is a day late.
Yeah.
Because we were fighting, throwing straight up Batista bombs, RKOs, just full actual fists being thrown.
Actually, I just right before the stream, I'll be up front. I thought it was Saturday, so not until I saw you guys' message, like, wow, I wonder what's going on. It's a day late. Day late. I was like, we're here. Nope. I guess so. In a way, I guess we are late. We're a whole entire day late. We'll blame it on
But
this
it's
whole
fine.
daylight savings time mumbo jumbo stuff again.
Yeah, that's what we'll blame it on. Might not be true, but
and
it's
you
what
had
we'll
a
blame it
crazy
on.
week, so
I did. I had a very busy week. I'm pretty sure someone asked before. I'm not just saying this to shoehorn in saying who I saw. I went to go see Peach Pit in Leeds. So yeah, I don't think anyone here would have also went to go see the Peach Pit show. But if you did, that's crazy.
Was it
That's all I
good?
can say. Oh, it was so good. They're way heavier in person. I do highly recommend Peach Pit's music.
Nice.
Briston Maroney opened for them, and they opened with the riff of War Pigs by Black Sabbath.
Holy shit!
So, yeah, it was great.
They thought it was that Black
Just,
Sabbath show already. They're like, this is
Where's Perpetua coming out? Where is he?
when in England. That's awesome. But yeah, speaking of that, since we've last talked, and we got the music video, we got a new song, so there's plenty to discuss in this one, and then we'll touch on the tour a little bit. That once again, us here will be super jealous unless help will be there, but other than that, you might be the only one out of this entire group right here that's going to be there.
No, I saw at least 3 other people, I think, say that
okay.
they're going to be at the Manchester show.
Nice.
So it's a weird little grouping here. If you're going to the Manchester show, I don't know, put like a thumbs up emoji in chat. I don't know, something maybe like what devil horns. Throw up the devil horns, Aussie
yeah.
style. But yeah, as you said, a lot has happened since the last one. God, should we just dive right into Lachryma?
Yeah, let me start pulling up the slides here. So, like I was telling Chronicle, I have these up chronological order through the music video. Except we'll save all the cinematic stuff or whatever you call it with the girl in the room. We'll save that towards the end. But yeah, we got this awesome little set right here, and obviously beforehand we got that teaser. That was just freaking great. I don't remember the last time. I don't think they've ever done a teaser, or have they? That I forgot. Before a music video.
I think they might have done it before. I think they did it with that one was a live show, but the live from the Ministry Impera thing.
Oh yeah.
So they have done teasers before, but I don't think to the extent of like putting out a video. Like especially if as we said before the stream actually started, the Rod Sterling-esque, Vincent Price-esque
voiceover was freaking
yeah.
great, and using the lines, the lyrics from the song, and it was like, dang, that was awesome. So yeah, we went from that teaser. We finally got the actual video, starting in this little foggy, gated little area here. Which we actually saw pictures of them. I don't think I have it loaded here, but we did see some photo shoots before, where people pointed out, "Oh, these gates are those gates?" So
it was when he was full regalia, full actual robes, and that we didn't get that in this music video.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny that there was that photo shoot, but then when they did the actual video, none of the costume changes were full regalia, so that's interesting. You might be the first one that sees them come out and performs maybe in a full regalia.
That's right.
Yeah. We were talking about that during the stream of the music video. We're like, I wonder if that's just going to be kind of like when he first comes out during the
Hmm.
rituals, and then after that, it's just these more lighter costume changes. I would assume that would maybe be the case, that he just maybe
Hmm.
starts in full regalia and then, keeps changing from there.
I
But yeah,
mean,
man.
it might be a Copia situation where we saw him right here, right now. He comes out in the suit, and then for some songs he's in full robes, but others he's not. But doesn't Perpetua have like 2, 3 different robe designs, as well as the Archbishop attire and like 2 different mitres? So
Yeah,
like he's got a lot to change from.
yeah, he does.
We'll just see how it goes.
So like we'll have to stay tuned to what you report. So it's that
Hmm.
it's as much as we saw him in this one, there's still so many question marks that it's going to be awesome that you'll be one of the first ones to experience that. So that's going to be great, man. But yeah,
Yeah,
we go from that little opening, entering this gated area to this little shot of,
Opus.
almost like Beetlejuice esque, like
Hmm.
little silhouette of this house here beyond the gate. And I
Hmm.
think that is just to connect, the girls' room. At least that's how I took it.
It's
I
the
was like,
same
oh,
window.
yeah. I was like, oh, it's the same one. The lights on right there. That's that. Other than that, they don't really. The band portion doesn't ever connect to the cinematic portion. But I like that
Hmm.
they're kind of performing out here, and you're constantly always seeing the you know protagonist or whatever you call her of this video there in the background.
Hmm.
Uh, and then obviously we get into the band, man. You start seeing the
Ooh.
band start to play, and the song kicks in.
I've
Freaking
while
dope.
we have a ghoul up in mid center, I do have to ask, what is everyone's thoughts on the new ghoul's attire? Um, I have mixed feelings on it, especially seeing it in this music video.
Oh yeah.
Um, yes, it's.
What are the
I
biggest
feel.
cons?
I feel like the cons are it just doesn't have the same vibe as the Impera era, like like the the big kind of military suits, but at the same time, that's going to be so much easier to perform. Like
Yeah.
it harkens to like Terzo era, but then again, with the tightness of the suits, I'd argue more prequel era. Um, it's different, but I feel like with time they'll grow on me.
See, mask wise, like my favorite have been the first two. Well, actually, almost the first three, because they were kind of similar throughout those first three, and then they finally changed with like what like the somebody said it here in the chat. I think like the gas mask type look was the most recent one. I wasn't really a huge fan of that. I don't know if you were.
Hmm. Oh, I
Mainly
was a big
because I
fan.
also thought like, wow, it must be hell trying to perform inside of that
Yeah.
inside of that thing. Um, and honestly, he said it in that article with the ever great name for that French magazine, Rock Hard. Um,
Yeah.
he actually went into a little portion where he discussed the costume changes and that a lot of things for this era were basically like, okay, how are we just going to be more comfortable? So
Hmm.
I was even going to point out here in other shots. Let's see if I can see one here that even you can kind of tell here, even all the ghouls and ghoulettes, they even have their mouth exposed now. Like, so
Yeah.
they're even completely more comfortable. It's more
Can
breathable. I
breathe
mean,
easier.
compare that to the huge masks. Because he was saying, especially in the U.S. when they tour, he's like temperatures are in there reaching over 100 degrees. He's like some of us were sometimes almost passing out.
Hmm.
So it just wasn't, it's not something they wanted to repeat again. So uh,
Yeah.
I guess it's understandable. Like I guess I feel you on that. Where like probably first impression is not the complete best.
It's not as strong as I feel
Yeah.
like the. But then again, I do get that the outfits I feel come with the theme of an album. Like
Yeah.
the reason what they were in like the Bell Diver kind of military gear was because Impera was about the rise and fall of empires, and with Copia
Yes.
being the leader of the militia, that being the ghouls, that's the reason they look more military. Whereas here it's more personal albums with more like feelings, so it makes sense to be more personable and more easy to see the human inside of it.
Exactly. And I think somebody had mentioned too, the masks were very reminiscent of depending on what version, but like a certain masquerade scene from Phantom of the Opera.
Mm.
Not the one where he kind of had like from the movie with Gerard Butler. That's kind of like the mask that Perpetua has, but I
Yeah,
guess there's a similar to that. What's going on now?
we've got Cardinal Copia in chat.
No. Oh
Yeah,
no.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We're discussing that piece of shit V again. What
Oh
about me?
my god.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Copia. I gotta say, your brother really did just show you up in almost every way possible. He's got better wings. He's got way more robes.
Better everything. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
You know what? I'm not sorry. You took down my damn stream last time. I know it was you. So sorry, not sorry. Okay.
I wasn't here for that, so I don't hearken any ill
And
will
you enjoy
towards you,
this hyped up
Copia.
shit you're watching right now. You enjoy it.
Love you, Copia. I did heart hands, but no one can see it.
Yeah. But all right, let's get into. Let's take Copia off
Oh
the damn screen.
God!
Copia, you're ruining the shot. Hold on, Copia, stop.
Hey, be nice to my son.
But here we go. Here was the our intro to finally seeing, Papa 5 Perpetua perform. And what did you think right off the bat?
Of Perpetua,
Yeah,
I kind of love the vibe that is going for him. Whereas I feel like every other Papa was a person, like a physical guy. This is a creature. This is just a creature on my screen being a weird little freak, and I'm all for it. It harkens back to Primo for me actually, because Primo was weird on stage a lot. Copia Kilvey and retake the stage. He does own a gun.
oh there he is. You know what he did to my drink?
I'm sorry, Cardi. Frata, I'm sorry. See, I use your title because I respect you. Historia doesn't. Yeah, I love this. Also, I'm pretty sure, and I do want to say, because I said I wanted to say like kind of yap about it in the pre-stream.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of talk about his teeth, and I will also say, what the fuck was with that British teeth comment in the last stream? I wasn't here. But I felt it.
It's what people say. I've heard it in the grapevine, as they say. So it just somebody brought. I think Scape. I'm gonna be he's the scapegoat. I think Scapegoat brought it up, and he put the ball in the court. We kind of rolled with it, and I said, "Don't tell Chronicle," and yet Chronicle heard. So I apologize. But yeah, speaking of the teeth, because people during that stream really did make a big deal about the teeth.
And
I actually liked it, dude.
I am a big fan. He's absolutely got fake blood smeared between his teeth. In like the shots that more flash white, you can see the red gunked up between his teeth.
Mm.
But also, like Tobias has said a lot that he doesn't feel like he has the rock star look and attire, and it's kind of disheartening to see like him being out there and people being like, yeah, but his teeth are weird for like the one part that's actually showing on him. I don't know. It just feels like kind of weird to me. Plus, I don't know. He looks cool. I like him.
Yeah, I mean, I ended up really liking seeing him perform. I like every time I watch it back now, it's just it gets better and better. Obviously, right off the bat, seeing him like being able to finally be expressive with his mouth was a little like whoa.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like right away I didn't even connect it. I was like, why is it so different to? And then there you go. It was just the fact. It was just the whole mouth part, but. Dude, I really like it.
Though, don't you? I love it. I like how stiff his face moves.
Yeah, I was trying to find a way to say that, but like it seemed like it was like restrained yet not. It was like you said, it's more like it was stiff. Dude, I love the performance that he's doing as Perpetua.
Yeah, like every movement is both forced but at the same time restrained. I have a feeling that if my little personal fan theory was right, that he's kind of based off of the story of the Man in the Iron Mask.
Ooh.
that he was sheltered very heavily by Nil and Imperator, so he doesn't know how to emote, so he overdoes it, and it's also the reason why he's so off-putting.
Yeah.
I love him. What are your thoughts on Perpetua?
Oh, like I said, I love it. The more I watch the video, I'm like, I can't wait to see how this translates to the actual, the rituals, the concerts, whatever you want to call them. Because, oh, man, I was just enamored by the performance. It's so different. So it's crazy to think it's the same guy, yet he really does make it seem like a completely different character in a way. And like you said, he just with his movements, like you were just saying, you can kind of already picture a sort of backstory, like the one you were just mentioning. Honestly, completely would fit. So yeah, it's just and I want to see more. Like, does it continue this way throughout the entire thing, which I kind of hope. And man, now I just got to see how he actually interacts with Copia in terms of like speaking lines. You know what I mean? But performance was, I love it, man.
We still haven't heard this man speak. He's had 2 music videos, a chapter post-announcement, post-showing. We've not heard how this man speaks. All the Papas sing the same, kinda, but they talk different, very different. So the fact that we still haven't heard this man, and we might not until either after the tour or during the tour, is so crazy to me. Because what happens if he's like, what happens if he sounds weird? Like, what if he's just a fucking freak?
Jeez,
or if
that's
he's like,
you're gonna be the first to. Now that I'm thinking about it, you guys are gonna be the first ones again to, if he does those moments where he kind of does little monologues every now and then throughout the set list. Wow, you will be the first. God damn it.
I'll do my best impression of him. Because like each of them sound different in some way, or they have different speaking tones. Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go off on a rant real quick.
Yeah.
Primo has a very high-pitched nasal voice, kinda, like when he's just speaking. Like there's this one clip where he's like, "Are you ready for the next ritual?" Secondo is very, deep, breathy, more baritone. Tozo ends a lot of sentences with like he'll like have you been drinking well?
Yeah.
Which it and Copia's, Copia's Copia.
Oh, Copia's Copia. Yeah. Well, man, you actually got those on point. You're right. So hey, at least you'll be a good person to be able to kind of recreate it in a way. So yeah, man, that's gonna be very interesting. Like you said, that's something we haven't seen yet before the tour. So when he talks to the crowd, that's gonna be a first right there for you.
Chronicle's hobby is listening to the Papas speak. Have you seen my channel? It's pretty much the vibe.
And then we go to like some of the outfit changes here. So this one right here, just jacket, and then first it was just black leather gloves, and then he brings out these, which are like, oh, that's badass. And then my favorite look is this neck shot here. Like, what the fuck?
This was that low hanging buckle once again making its appearance.
That's where your eyes go.
Damn right. This is the first time we've seen a Papa actually smile that wasn't a horrible Facetune edit. Although Copia could smile pretty well, because I think the latex on him was both tighter in the mouth and also looser.
Yeah.
Well, tighter and looser in the way that it's against him, but he can still emote very well. But this one, he's, yet again, going back to the creature comparison. Chronicle lusting again. I'm not the only one. Historia, back me up here.
Well, at least between the two of us, you're the only one. I will.
Damn it.
But you got a lot of similar people in the chat there that you can relate to. So I'll let you guys. That's all you guys. I always step back and I'm like, I let you guys talk. I let you guys have the floor. But yeah, you're right. The creature thing. lot of creature like mannerisms here. So once again, you'll have to report, does that continue throughout the the whole set list? Is that just the way he does it? Was it just for this particular song because of the type of outfit, the whole vampire thing he was going for here, or bat, whatever. Um, yeah.
Maybe more
And
midnight mass, as we talked about in the first Skeletalk. I'm pretty sure
that's actually becoming more and more like like
Apparent.
required homework. Like that show is
Yeah.
awesome. So anybody that hasn't, seriously, go watch Midnight Mass. It deals with all this. You get your vampires in there. You get the whole church aspect in there. It's an amazing show. So check
The
it out.
robes, all that.
Yep.
It's a great show. That was the first. In the first show, the homework assignment we put all to you, and my homework assignment was to watch Phantom of the Opera. I haven't done that, but you should have watched Midnight Mass.
Yeah, you do your homework, even though we won't do ours.
I just forgot.
And then another little shot of it. What's up with the well?
It's to make him look taller because he's only 5'7".
I think it was like Wretched Ghoul. It was like, am I the only one that thought he was gonna jump into the well? But yeah, I think it was just like you said, be taller than the other two people here in this shot. Because then we get this one here. So, and I'm like, what is going on with the ones on the side? I liked this one, was good, and then I was like, what the heck? But
I reckon there might be something oddly sexual in V's era.
Yeah.
Which is interesting, especially because he says that these songs are very much so about lust, well, not lust, love. I said lust earlier, so it's confused my brain. I closed my eyes and the picture's different. What happened?
I'm like overly sensitive now, being taken down. So I'm like, hey, even though this looked like the vampire that we showed in Nothing Down There.
Yeah. Better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Someone put Winter Lilac put oddly sexual. Yes, because I fully. But listen, I have a scale on how much I think the Papas fuck. Copia is at 0. He's too busy playing Nintendo. I think he's at 0, but just because he's too much of a fucking freak. He's a creature. He flies out of the well and he bites people.
I'm glad you kind of you mentally have the ranking of their that type of level. That's interesting.
Secondo's at number 1.
So
like he's top tier, but that's just because we've all seen the video. Like the what was it called? Propaganda?
Yeah.
So he's undeniably at the top. You can't ban me. I'm the co-host.
Oh my God.
This is why we fight behind the scenes.
Let's see here. It's all good. We got more of the band. That was pretty badass.
There's like a cellar door thing going on at the prop that he stands on later on in the video as well. I don't know what the deal is with that because it's very small.
Yeah. Huh. I didn't even notice that. Let's see. And then it pretty much wrapped up, man. So here his outfit changes were the jacket, either regular black leather gloves, the big, clawed ones, and then the awesome freaking 2 different style of like vampire outfits going on or something like that. With this one being my favorite, like I said. But yeah, all in all, it was awesome. Initially, I think Wretched and I were kind of disappointed, but that's because I had told you also off screen that the teaser kind of set you up to maybe expect a little more of a cinematic one with like a voiceover and then only teasing the cinematic scenes. But actually, I think at the end of the day, this was the best way to introduce him because you kind of got to see what he performs like. Especially for people that aren't going to go to the first, the first concert. So, what the heck? What are you doing?
I'm just excited. I'm really excited. It's in 2 days.
Okay.
I've got my outfit made, and I can't wait. And I honestly think I was in the same boat of being kind of disappointed at first, but I think that's just kind of the Ghost experience. Like sometimes you listen to a song and you're like, this doesn't really hit, and then you listen to it like a second time and like, yeah, this has some good stuff. Then the third time it's like, I'm in it.
Yeah.
this is it. And it's hooked me. It's got me by the neck. What was that noise, Ken? I don't know.
I know. I thought you got a little horn for your trike or something. I was like, what is that? But
Nah, I've got a klaxon for that one. I'm like, on my trike.
But yeah, because if we got a more cinematic one that I thought we were gonna get, and you kind of just see him portray like the vampire that we'll see in the upcoming slides and things like that. For us, like we said, that aren't gonna go to the tour, we would still be in the whole like, well, how does he perform? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I think they know better than I do initially, so they went with the better route, kind of showing you what the band sort of performs like there. Just a simple, the simple little stage here. It's all you needed. And yeah, I really dig it now. Even the song, I initially thought Satanize was still like I had it over it, but now the more I hear it, it's over Satanize for me now. Especially when I had to make the video analyzing the lyrics and everything. So for me, I think that's my current ranking. It's like this one, then Satanized, and we'll see how the rest of the album goes. How about yourself? What's your current ranking?
I'm a big fan of Satanized, but I love this song. I really do. But I think that's just because I'm a big vampire fan. I like vampires a lot. I think they're neat. I always have. I love Nosferatu. I still need to watch I believe the 70s one, directed by Werner Herzog.
Oh yeah, I need to watch that one too. Yeah,
same here. I love the films, and I just this song kind of being reminiscent of Nosferatu, just in like the vampire sense, but also in the love sense, which you can take away from the original Nosferatu, and also very prominently the 2024 iteration. I feel is great. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting so far. The two songs from the album, in a way, they each deal with love in their own way. So
I feel like this one is more like it feels like a moving on song.
Yeah, exactly.
But also it kind of gives me the vibe of like being so like I'm done crying over you. It's like that kind of like this isn't a mature way to deal with your problems. Like it's kind of this like self-deceit.
Yeah.
Of like I'm done crying over you and this and that, and then later on you're like, damn, I should call him.
Maybe by the last one, when the song is over, that's the true one where he's like, all right, time to find somebody new, I'm done. Maybe that's the one that's finally believable. But like how he said the song was about self-deceit, you have to think that the prior ones, or like you just said, are kind of like, I'm done crying over you, I'm done. But it's like, but no, you weren't. You were just you're just lying to yourself. Because in there you're throwing in little quips, in a way. I hope you're feeling the way I'm feeling, and things of that sort. Where if you're really moved on, you wouldn't really care, So it's little things, little hints like that, and then hopefully by the end, you are done. And it just took you that long to realize that you were this whole time, and you had to confront that. Yeah. It was okay to not be done, and take some time to eventually be ready.
Yeah, and I love the vibe of that with this song. I feel like it contrasts with satanized, like hiding this feeling or wanting to be rid of this feeling of either someone or something or some form of love. like save me from this monster that's eating me, especially in a religious setting.
Yeah.
And I feel like these two are very like tonally different, but the fact that they're in the same album, that rocks.
Yeah.
And they're the second and third songs, Lachryma and Satanized, which is a very like jarring back to back, but I love that.
So can't wait to start going into the other, themes or feelings that he says. Some are love song ones. Like this one, I guess is more. It's in that range of it's still like because of a toxic relationship or just a relationship, but it's more
Yeah.
about the self deceit and admitting that you weren't. You're kind of lying to yourself the whole time, and then being able to look back and realize, I guess it was both of us that were toxic. It wasn't just you that was ripping through this poem like a vampire. It was kind of, like you said, takes one to know one. So I guess it was both of us at the end of the day. So I like it. I like how, there's like different layers you can get out of it. So they seem simple at first, but then when you really start diving in, I like there's so many different meanings you can gather from it.
And there's so many interpretations you can do. That's
Mhm.
just the great thing about art.
Yeah.
It's like in an interview, someone pointed out to Tobias that Perpetua is also a female character in is it like the Christian faith or some sort of faith?
Yeah.
Beheaded someone, and they asked if Perpetua would have any like feminine characteristics, and he said that he really liked that interpretation of the character. Even if it's not what you meant to be going for, that he liked that interpretation a lot, and I love interpretation. I love that. It's the great thing about art. You can see one thing, I can see another.
And I think he even mentioned it in that same interview. I think it's one of the last ones I was listening to a couple days ago, if it's the same one. And he kind of did even use that line. Like, he's like, well, at the end of the day, it's kind of like, what does this song or what does this mean to you? And that could be what it means then, even though if it's not the original intention, it kind of takes a life of its own, and art is subjective. So
Yeah, and it's all
it's
about death of the author and things like
yeah.
that.
See. Oh my god, I'm so behind on these comments. It's like 59 comments. Like yikes. So I won't even try. Oh my god.
I
That's
will I'll try and point ones out that I'm
yeah,
like,
there you
hey,
go.
interesting thing. Actually, I'm pretty sure I was going to do that and I keep on forgetting. Oh yeah, someone said before,
Hmm.
Gak Olav, I'm sorry if I'm butchering how you're supposed to say it. Lachryma is too reminiscent of Ghost's earlier work, which is comforting, but Satanized feels fresh, so I somewhat prefer that. I understand that, but I feel like Lachryma is reminiscent of a way older version of Ghost. Like, I would say Infestisumum is what it's most like, and it's nice hearing that sound again. Like, it sounds a
Yeah.
lot like whatchamacallit, Depths of Satan's Eyes to me. Like I could hear these songs kind of fading into each other.
And it's nice that on this newer album, like you said, it's nice to be able to have one that's reminiscent of the earlier work, yet
Hmm.
still have another one like Satanized that is equally or
New.
progressive. It's new, yeah. It's completely an updated. It's the modern Ghost or whatever. It's kind of nice to have nostalgia in there. It was only 15 years, but it already seems like nostalgia. Some of these earlier albums, especially
Yeah.
Opus. Oh my god! Like, I still haven't heard the one that supposedly it's very Opus eponymous, styled. So I'm really excited for that one because that's
Hmm.
give me one of those. Throw me a bone. Even though this one was close enough, like you said, this one seemed like second album, so it's touching. It's touching. It's right there.
Yeah. I I love it. I've got
Yeah,
I've got naught else to say. I love it.
no lies spoken. But let's quickly just go through the other portions that were part of this music video, which were this little cinematic thing with this young woman laying in bed and seemingly tormented by a vampire or a creature, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, she's basically in bed, and it's just obviously a metaphor for everything that the song is speaking of.
Yeah,
And
I'm
here
done
we
crying over you.
yeah. Let's see what's in here. Oh, here was a little peekaboo. Like it was so hard to try to get this guy. Like I said, it was like
Yeah, frame by
less than a
frame.
second. Yeah. So there's some moments she's looking around, nothing, and then you get this like little pop, and it's interesting. He's got the little horns there on the forehead that you can kind of see right here,
Yeah.
which is to me just it goes back to like earlier Nameless Ghoul masks and stuff like that. So I was like,
Hmm.
wonder if it's a little nod to that, or just their own unique vampire design that they got going on. And then
Yeah.
you know, terrified. This is a terrified Kane in bed.
Is that what I look like? My hair's longer than that. Excuse you.
face reveal, and then
I could send you a picture of me right now, and you could just like flash that for like half a second. We could do a comparison.
no, you said you might do it in your vlog, so we'll
I'll
we'll
talk about that later.
we'll live in
We'll talk
fear.
about that later.
Let's see here,
Yeah.
and then once oh, that's the same one, and then he starts pulling the sheets, and you're like, all right, bro, all right, I'm down. Then you get a better look at him, sort of.
Kinda.
Sort of. Hey, I tried, man. This guy's quick. What do you want me
He's
to do?
very quick.
He really is. One sec, like literally a frame, he's there, and another frame gone. And I'm like, all right, this is the best shot you're gonna get. And yeah, that's basically it. She's kind of just tormented by him, and eventually towards the end of the music video, stands up,
Glowing
sitting there
eyes.
like kind of like looking in front of the mirror, which might be what she kind of had to do the whole time, look at herself in the mirror, realize
Calm
everything
down.
everything we kind of already broke down on the lyrics, even the mirror theme on the cover of the album, and then looks back, sees sees him kind of creeping there, but then doesn't run, isn't scared anymore, faces the camera again, and then does this
I'm done
little
crying.
smirk. Yep. Now it's like officially done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Confronting it, and now being able to finally be at peace with it and move on. So yeah, man, all in all, this was I really love this music video. It was badass, and I have to say, obviously, even ranking music video wise, it's this one, and then it's Satanized. So
I would have to disagree.
well, hey, it's fine. We just said art is subjective, even though you're wrong, but it's
Yeah. Another
kidding.
fight's gonna happen after this. This is the last Skeletalk.
I'm kidding. But hey, give me your reason. I'm interested.
Honestly, it's just I really like the very campiness of and also just the black and white vibe of Satanized.
Mm-hmm.
The actor they got for the monk. I like seeing the song that's so personal. Sung by a person that's not a papa. I feel like that's very interesting. It's good. I like it a lot. However, I do agree that I said this to you before. Lachryma is Perpetua's Spillware's music video. There's nothing really law relevant in it, but it's just the papas singing, having a good time, chilling out, partying, singing a song. Like I don't think the vampire in that music video means anything particularly.
No, I don't.
I don't think V's a vampire. I'm also going to say that pretty definitively. I think the door was just stuck because 6 people were around that door. 4 of them were dead. One of them's an idiot, and the other one can't open a door to save his life.
Sorry, yeah, no, I don't think he's a vampire. I don't. I mean, as of now, I don't. In what we know of the ghost lore, there's no vampires. There's apparently ghosts you can still talk to afterwards, like
if you have ghost,
like a force ghost. As we've seen, he's a huge fan of Star Wars, so who knows? Maybe he'll leave that door open, but as of now, no. I just think, like you said, maybe he's had a very sheltered life, very whatever his backstory was, and he just likes to kind of cosplay or get into the these creature tendencies when he kind of performs. So, but yeah, I don't think he's an actual vampire, even though it's a cool look for like fan art and stuff. But yeah,
Oh yeah, me saying that I don't think that he's a vampire isn't me being like, if you say he's a vampire, you're wrong. I do love the Perpetua vampire art. I
yeah,
really do. I mean, just the art in this fandom. God, the amount of amazing shit I see on a daily basis just scrolling through Twitter. Just like actual amazing art pieces.
exactly.
I
Whether
love art.
they're people that and it's great because a lot of the fans have contributed to art pieces that you end up seeing on official band merch, which is great that the company
Yeah,
they work with kind of does accept these entries from these people, and if they like their style, it's pretty cool. I don't think I've seen another uh at least me personally that I haven't seen that kind of does that, so it's pretty cool. And then whether it's somebody that has contributed to official merch or not, like you said, the fan art across the community is freaking amazing,
yeah,
and especially some that have contributed. I mean, are like I can pull one up here. Like we were just talking about Johnny Bush. I mean, come on,
yeah.
this medieval Copia here, like come on, like this is ridiculous. This is amazing. So yeah,
I
man, we
like
got
that the
amazing
the
artists.
horse bridle says "fucketh you," like his jacket.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh man, like I told you, it's Ghost of Thrones. Now it's like
Yeah,
I want to see that. But yeah, yeah, keep your vampire Perpetua art coming. Obviously, whether he is or not, it doesn't matter. The art is still badass, and they kind of
Oh,
the
um,
little paint somebody mentioned. They kind of do little fangs in a way, sort of on the paint on his mouth.
yeah. And I also just want to quickly point out, Kevin96, you said I should have sent my other vampire Perpetua drawing to y'all. Um,
Oh yeah,
Historia, I forgot what your name was for a second. I'm very sorry.
wow, thank
Uh,
you. It's only on the screen.
Historia does have his Ghost Historia email out there to send things like that, and I can put mine in. I'd love to see it personally. But yeah, I love seeing fan art. You're all very talented, and I love you all.
Yeah, next week when we do the one where we're talking about the like
Everything.
the comic and your experience at the tour, we'll kind of compile what we've received so far and kind of show it, because some of it has been art, some of it has been there's even been like a cross stitch, even little projects like that. So yeah, it's been cool to see that stuff coming in, and we'll definitely highlight it the next episode. It'll be cool to go through some of those.
Hmm. Also, sorry to yet again go back to an earlier comment.
It's all good.
I'm gonna find X Antipug X said, "Do you think they will surprise us with a support band or no?" I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that they won't have a support band, so the full 3-hour segment is just Ghost.
Yeah,
So I think it'll be just Ghost.
which is fine. Ghost is all we need. Um, Before, obviously, when they're first starting out, they can't fill out an entire concert. So that's usually why a lot of bands use some of the support acts. Obviously, other reasons as well. But
Yeah,
I'm fine. I'm completely fine with it being 100% Ghost because
100% of the time.
yeah, 100% of the time. Yeah. It's always nice to discover a new band as well. Occasionally, Ghost was kind of discovered by a lot of people that way, that they were the opening for other bands that they went to go see, and they're like, "Hey, what the heck? Who are these guys?" So it's always a good thing. But yeah, they don't
Who's
have
this
it this time
buffoon?
around.
Yeah, and I feel like there is that kind of I will miss an opening band. Like Twin Temple opened for them at some point. And I think it was when they did something with Voltaire. And I love Twin Temple, and the possibility of never seeing those two like satanic bands, but one's 1950s doo up and one is whatever Papa feels like doing at the time.
Yeah,
Like not really seeing those two mix again. Volbeat, sorry, yeah, I got it wrong. Voltaire is Aurelio Voltaire. I love him as well. uh, so yeah, it's double-edged sword, but whatever.
Yeah, at least this time it's just ghosts all the time, and yeah, people are like 3 hours. Uh, it has. I mean, has that been confirmed 3 hours? I think so, right?
I mean, that's the
Usually the
usual.
case, like concert.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
I
they
mean, even
when they
if it's
performed at
two,
Download, it was 2 hours, and an hour normally goes to support acts. Like when I went to see Peach Pit, Bristol Maroney were on for an hour.
yeah. So, well, I mean,
Yeah,
whether it's two or three, it's enjoy your hours worth of new ghost content with the, and honestly, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air. It's as much as we all loved Copia, it was 2 album cycles with a version of Copia. So it's kind of interesting that now you can go to Ritual for the first time in years, and
mm.
it's going to be a different vibe than before. So it's not the same. Um, I like how he mentions that though. He's like, when you went to a concert, depending on the different era, it was the only time you were going to get that. It's never coming back. So in a way, it's
Yeah,
like you never experienced the Copia concert. You're actually never going to get that again. So it's kind of bittersweet, but it always makes the new thing exciting, and it makes you be like, all right, I want to go, because in the future, what if there's a different era and now Perpetua era is gone, so we never know.
hmm.
So it's weird to think about it like that, but like, wow, he's right. Like, they've created a FOMO or a nostalgia within their own concerts, which is kind of
Yeah. I it's a very very fascinating thing, and I'm very fascinated to see how it's going to pan out. Um, and God, yeah, sorry, I cannot wait. I'm very excited.
Well, let's kind of finish up with that. Talking about let me bring up the little slide here of the Skeletor. We have this, England's got this
Woo!
this big week coming up. So obviously, 15th of April at the AO Arena in
Mm-hmm.
Manchester, the one you're gonna attend,
Damn
and then the
right.
next day they're in Glasgow, and then Easter weekend, Saturday they're in London, and then on Easter they're in Birmingham. So busy little England week for
Yeah,
Ghost there. So that's pretty exciting, man. That's awesome. Ah,
yeah. I can't. I hope they enjoy their time here. So Tom, I hope they enjoy their time here. So we get more Ghost in the future. Ignore the accent. Ignore it. Ignore it. Ignore it. Um.
and we were just kind of seeing right before the stream, the band's tour buses have officially arrived in Manchester. So
I haven't seen the pictures of that.
yeah, man, it's the Scandinavian buses, the Stockholm buses. They're there. So man, and I think you said you travel the day of. You're gonna enjoy it
I
and go
do.
back the next day. That's awesome, man.
I might do. Well, I'm going to do a video about it, but it's going to be a vlog. So something I've not done before.
Yeah.
Debating whether or not I do a face reveal in it. Really do not know, but I've got my whole outfit planned and packed.
What's your have you told us your outfit for the actual concert?
I mean, if you've seen my not to plug my on YouTube channel on yours,
Go ahead.
my April Fool's video, I'm wearing it there.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
the leather gloves, silver nails with the black poet's shirt. And I've got like a purple waistcoat, silver cravat, black pants, purple belt. Gonna be doing face paint because AO Arena don't allow masks. Which, yes, if you're going to the AO Arena on the Manchester show, April 15th, they do not allow masks. So you can wear face paint, that's fine. Masks are not allowed.
Yeah, it is probably going to be the same for a lot of other arenas, honestly, across the world. So it's not just a Manchester, AO arena thing, but
Yeah, it's probably just a safety thing. I know some places, some venues allow it, some don't. I know the AO Arena specifically don't because of something that happened a few years back at that arena.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I had little info on. Let's see. forgot where it went. But yeah, it was just like the whole phone thing. Pretty much everybody knows you can't have your phone out. It's going to be in this little yonder pouch, and you'll have specific areas where you can go if you need to, make a call or use your phone for whatever reason. Um, Obviously, I think they said if for some reason you have some kind of you could get an exemption. You have to have a specific reason. I forgot what it was, but you'd have to talk to like security and things of that sort. But
Yeah.
other than that, yeah, it's gonna be phone free. If they see you with it, you will actually get escorted out. So do not do it.
It's not just being escorted out. Have you not heard?
No, what is it?
Okay, so during the Right Here, Right Now tour cycle, well, not tour cycle, when they were doing the filming of that, if you pulled out a phone, you were not only, pushed out, you were banned from future rituals.
Damn.
It's not a thing to be taken lightly. Genuinely, do not get your phone out or any camera. I don't know if I don't think they allow cameras. Some venues don't. Don't risk it.
Not worth it. And Wretched Goulet said, "I'm so glad Historia didn't call it a pounder pouch."
A pounder pouch. Was this an event? Did this happen?
I think in one of our previous Skeletalks, I think I called it a pounder pouch, and I was like, "Wait, I don't think that's right." Unless Copia or the band themselves came up with the name, but no, it's a yonder.
Yonder. The
Yonder
pounder pouch. And I'm the out of pocket one. All right.
That one was completely unintentional. It was just you freaks that saw it in that way. I just put my art out there, and you guys interpreted it however you wanted to.
I'm getting mocked for my accent. I see you, Nora. I see you.
Pounder pouch. Oh my god.
What about glasses with a hidden camera? I wouldn't risk it.
That's amazing.
Because they can be pretty obvious. And also, I don't know, if they catch you, you're banned from future rituals. It's not worth it in the long run.
Speaking of that whole thing, it kind of is a little bittersweet that the meet and greets kind of seem to be gone, honestly, from these upcoming rituals for ghosts.
Yeah.
So I didn't even really think about it that way until I thought I was like, oh, it's just for this one, and then I was like, oh wait, no, that's gonna be a thing going forward. So pretty much all those pictures and experiences that maybe some of you have had, if you guys ever did do a meet and greet, I mean, now it's really gonna be a fond memory to have because it's not even gonna be possible going forward. So. And it's completely fine. I mean, if the band doesn't feel comfortable, if Tobias doesn't feel comfortable, I mean, we just have to respect that. And it's also why they're now doing more buses instead of, trying to limit the amount of airport or airplanes that they need to use for travel. Obviously, to get from one country to another, you're gonna have to use. They're not gonna go by boat.
You could try.
Like once they arrive in a country, the buses are already there beforehand, so that once they fly there once within that country or whatever, they can just continue to use the bus, because I guess even airports have gotten pretty crazy, which is understandable as well.
Yeah, airports have gotten pretty crazy. I've never been on a plane before in my life. I've always been scared of them, and with what I've seen recently, I'm definitely not going on one. I'm never going to America. Those planes scare me.
So you're stuck with just transportation on wheels, huh?
I might swim across, and that's as far as I'm going.
You'll get there during the next album cycle. It's all good. Man.
I'll hide in one of their carry-on pouches.
That is pretty much everything we had planned for today. It was a shorter one today, just kind of going over what we have experienced throughout this past week with the music video, the song. But this upcoming week will be the cool stuff. The tour he can talk about a lot. We have a new comics. We have more lore to dive into after Tuesday, the same night. Yeah, the same night, Tuesday night, will be the premiere of the comic as well at midnight on Wednesday here in the US. So yeah, man. Anything else you'd like to touch on before we kind of wrap it up for today?
2 things. Penny Star Limited to allow masks? I don't believe so. Secondly, you've neglected to mention that they're doing an event.
Oh, yes. Well, you're right. We didn't get slides ready, so I almost completely forgot. I'm sure you guys have heard the whole midnight event for the release of the album. You have to check their list. I know that I don't even have one in my state, which is a bummer, but I'll probably be streaming that night anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a midnight release, which is kind of cool. That I don't even remember the last time there was a physical midnight release of something for the actual album. So if you go to certain shops, like I said, if you go to their website, they have the list somewhere on their Instagram, things of that sort. See if there's one around you. You can go there at midnight, and you get a stamp on the album to signify you were there.
Of the new crucifix.
To signify you were there at midnight, and that's a pretty cool memory. And of course, also you're going to be able to, talk to fellow Ghost fans. It's pretty cool. Some of these in-person events just really don't happen anymore, so it's kind of cool to see that. And you help your local shops in a way as well. It's a good incentive to get people to go out there who maybe you probably would have only purchased the digital, or you're probably getting the digital anyways. But now this kind of incentivized you to go to your local shop and help them out as well by buying a physical copy from them instead of just online. So that's a really cool initiative that they're doing.
Oh yeah. I'm going to one. I've got it all planned, done. That's another thing. If you were going to the Leeds one, you're gonna run into me. You won't know it's me, but I'll be there watching. I'll be able to look at you and know that you're a Skeletalk listener, and I'll point at you. You won't see it, but I will.
Oh my god! You have to have something that gives away who you are. Well, I guess not. I guess if you want to remain completely anonymous,
I'll be wearing those gloves.
Those gloves. Yeah, there you go. Actually, yeah, you're right. You did list off your entire Batman outfit arsenal of
my Batman outfit. Yeah,
his costume. He did lay it out.
My ass would not fit into a Batman suit, but God, I wish.
Oh my god! Bloody hell, man! You Batman or Fat Man over here? What?
Sorry for being British.
It's all good. I just remember that line from Christian Bale. He's like, I bulked up too much for Batman Begins for the first. I know, right? It's like they called you fat for being too bulked up. Yeah, they call this fat for other reasons.
I just like cake.
He's like, yeah, the production crew's mocking me. Bloody hell, mate. You play Batman or Fat Man here? Oh my god.
Oh, you were quoting something. Quoting something.
I wasn't just making fun of you. It was. I knew I had to go into this whole tangent to explain it because I knew people were just gonna be like, "Wow, he's fucked up." No, it's from Batman Begins behind the scenes Christian Bale snippet. Look it up.
I thought you were just fucking going out of pocket on me, and I was here for it. Honestly, that was funny.
No, that line has always stuck with me from that behind the scenes. I was like, holy shit.
Everyone point and boo Historia for mocking me.
Can't do it anymore. I explained it. I gave the backstory. You can't do it anymore.
I'm gonna get Wretched Ghoul to fill in for me full time.
Oh my god. Oh god, she says Skeletalk will live on in infamy, won't it? No.
Skeletalk. They're actually pointing and booing. My people. My people. I have commandeered the show. The next one's on my channel.
Oh man. Bully.
It's gotta be shit too.
Oh man. That's insane. But yeah, so hopefully there's some of those midnight events around you guys, or it's not a work night or a school night or whatever happens to be the thing that you do. So even though it is in the middle of the week, so most likely, but whatever, you can skip work or school the next day. That's not important.
Exactly, yeah. Here at Skeletalk, we incentivize skipping work and school.
Yeah. Even though I have to go to mine in 3 hours, but you miss yours, but I'm going to mine. Yeah, but you miss yours.
Yeah, I've straight up booked it off of work, dude. Like it's not a joke. I told them why I'm doing it. because I talk to everyone at my work about Ghost, because it's this thing I do. They know I do YouTube for it, and they're like, Ken, so why do you want this day off? And I'm like, Ghost are doing an official release of Skeletor.
They're like, what? Did you hear you?
Ghost are doing a Skeletor release, and they've put a stamp on it.
Oh bloody! Oh, he's gonna get a stamp. This guy. Oh wow.
Oh bloody hell!
Oh god. But anyways, I'm taking it off. Not to go to midnight. I wish there was one in my state, but they hate my
I'll go
state.
into midnight mass.
Not a fun state. But
You have
it's
to find,
still
like you're going to an entirely different state to go get it.
I gotta go to California. Oh no. That'll be a cluster. No. No, I'd rather stay home. I'll wait for I'll listen to the album all day. So that'll be good. Yeah, because I'll be already listening to it by the time it even comes out at midnight. I would have listened to the whole thing plenty of times. Obviously,
What,
once
are you listening to it first?
Huh? I'll be listening to it since Thursday in the morning. Yeah, Thursday at 5 a.m.
Am I not in the future for you?
Oh, you are in the future.
So
but
I'm listening to it first.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Well. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna spoil it now.
No, you won't. I will actually listen to it. If you will actually wait till midnight in your time, I will listen to it first.
Nice.
VPN, my friend. VPN.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
So on Tuesday, I will actually be in Wellington, New Zealand for the day. So I'll be in I'll be in the Shire with the hobbits, listening to blasting Skeletalk.
Yeah.
So.
Abe's got to tell my teachers that Ken told me to skip. Are they going to be like, Ken, like of and able fame? My brother had it coming.
Oh god! But he didn't get. Did he actually get that name? Did your brother actually get that name or no?
Abel?
Yeah.
It's a mystery for another day.
All right.
I say that like I have siblings. I don't. I was born of an egg.
Well, you might have a twin that you never knew about come around, and you'll be like, fucking whatever letter he will be.
I'm fulfilling my namesake if that happens. There can only be one.
Oh Lord. Shantantan said, want to know something funny? The tour in Texas makes an upside down V.
That's a class name. It makes an upside down V?
So you mean like on
the map?
Like a pyramid then? Because a V,
a triangle,
so upside down V, yeah. So like a triangle, yeah, without the bottom.
The bottom.
Not the bottom.
What was that? Say that again in front of the class. Speak louder. Come on.
It didn't have the bottom part.
The bottom.
There's a bottle of water.
I don't say bottle of water.
I'm
not that type of British. I just say.
Oh no! Now my son just heard me, and he's like, "Hey, Dad, can I have a bottle of water?"
Your son is picking on me now. This is the last episode of Skeletalk. I'm getting slated by a lineage.
Oh Lord. By a lineage. Just not the Emeritus line. Oh god.
They couldn't make fun of me. They all kind of speak weird.
Hey, they're doing it here in the chat too. Anyways.
Oh my god, Dev is in the chat. That's my friend, my actual friend. I like how we are making fun of Kane. I thought that was just my job. This man makes fun of my accent relentlessly. So I'm getting it from all angles.
And
like
friendly bullying. Friendly bullying.
Bit of banter.
No ill intent.
Chronicle turn the tables and make fun of Historia's accent.
Yeah, do that. Um, dang it.
I would never make
I
fun of
wish I had
someone's
one
accent.
because I am.
You do have an accent. You do have an accent to me.
Do I? We'll point it out. I
To
would
me,
love
you
to
do.
know. So what is it?
It's just like default, I suppose.
Default?
Default, yeah. No flavor to it whatsoever.
Uh, I can't believe you said that.
That's worse than making fun of it.
Anything but default.
Just going, you're plain.
Yeah, it's like I like a little spicy, a little under, but just default. Oh, that's the worst
No
thing you could have
seasoning.
said.
No
Generic,
seasoning.
generic American. And it's funny because I'm not even like
You're not, are you?
I'm Mexican, but I guess I
Hmm.
don't have a. I wish I did have a more clear vote for Pedro, like something like that going on, but I don't. I can blend in to the normal. I could. I'll be the secret agent. So yeah, I'm a secret agent.
What happens if I just talk in American accent for the rest of the Skeletalks and we don't ever address that I'm British?
It's crazy that so many British actors can do that, and I don't even find out they're British until I see some like behind the scenes thing, and I'm like, God. I mean, because I can't even do a British accent, so I don't know how hard it is to maybe do the reverse. I don't know.
Please, Chronicle, cat monster. What's? It's fine. Never mind.
That's
We can breeze right past it.
Hey, you see, you couldn't even make out 2 or 3 words. At least I said a few in a very butchered Tom Tom
Yeah,
Holland.
definitely very butchered for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Historic is still here, the British to the teeth.
Oh no.
God damn.
Oh, speaking of that,
I get no
I
rest from
think
you.
the full I'll bring it up because there was that debate as soon as we saw the video. Did you think a portion of that was that all his teeth or was some of that like the top part at least was let me see if I can bring one up here. Right here. Or is that all his teeth? I don't think his top teeth are that big. Unless I'm wrong.
I think that's just Tobias's teeth, yeah, for sure.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I mean I think so at least. I don't really stare at Tobias's mouth for often, but yeah, that could be him.
So my random excuse to bring up the picture again and talk about
It's fine. I can stare at him. I can stare at him more. It's fine. We're in
oh,
it to win it.
oh my god.
I think it's just something painted on his teeth is all. It's got to be fake blood. It has to be because it's gunked up around the teeth. When the lights flash white, you can see that it's red, gunked up between like a vampire.
Yeah, right there it's just like the whole
Like
lighting and things that make it seem more dark and stuff. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, unless you have something else, I think we're good to go for today. Unless anybody in the chat have something else, do you have something else?
Are there any songs you think won't be on the set list
For the one you're gonna experience in
for
a couple
the
of
for the Skeletor in general? Because remember before Tobias said that this was during Copia's era that like older music was gonna kind of get faded out, moving into the new constantly. Or do you think there's some old songs that are gonna be on the set list that weren't before? Because I personally I don't know if Cerise is gonna last.
Really, I would
Mhm.
think that was gonna be one that's at least stuck around. I mean, it's the Grammy winning song.
That's
Or
true, but it wasn't a Grammy-winning song. It was a Grammy-winning performance of a
performance.
song.
Yeah.
Plus, it's been around for 2 eras, and songs sometimes don't last that long. Like Copia performed when he was still cardinal. He performed what's the song where he talks about being the son of one below, progeny, beast of woe, Jiggler
Oh,
Harmageddon. And
yeah.
then he didn't play that when he was Papa. That was after 2 tour cycles. So it's possible that some of Terzo's songs just aren't gonna be in this new one. Maybe ones that were shown in Right Here, Right Now won't be put back on.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, you can't keep that entire set list, because then you start being there for 3 to 4 hours. That's just gonna be can't do it. I at least see 1 or 2 from each of the first albums being there, but I like you
Oh
said,
yeah,
because they're so old, like those they're not old, but you know what I mean. There's so
yeah.
many
No, I get
cycles
it.
ago that I doubt more than 2 from each of those first 2 albums will really appear, because there's just they probably feel like they also have to cater a lot more to the newer fans that maybe have jumped on since either Prequel or Impera, let alone some that might be jumping on right now. I
Yeah.
do have a theory of how the concert's going to open, though. I
Hmm?
have a theory because if you actually look at the past, whenever they did, when I did some research, whenever they did a concert to support a certain album,
Yeah.
I believe, I could be wrong, they always start the show with the first and second tracks of that album, of the most
Oh
recent
yeah.
album.
You'd
So
probably.
you will actually get Peacefield
Hmm.
and then segue. So that's my theory. We'll see if when you come back, we'll see if I was right. But my
It's
theory
possible. Yeah.
is Peacefield going into Lachryma, right? Because Lachryma is 2, the
Yes.
second track.
And then Satanize the third. So
Ooh, man, what are they getting? They can't go 1, 2, 3. They have to go 1,
nah, they gotta
2,
spice it up.
old, and then Satanize maybe towards the third, the third portion of it, like if you the third act, if you will, and then
I Damn, I was gonna say. I will say I don't think Kaiserion is gonna make a
no,
reappearance. I think that's Gone with the Wind because one, that was after the instrumental of the first. It like
yeah,
leaned perfectly in.
yep.
And also Tobias never remembered the lyrics. Have you ever seen the clips where he's like Kaiserion, the ashes of an old.
Hey man, I can't remember, a list I maybe made, in the morning, so I can't really judge him for that. You got to remember so much. I mean, hopefully it's a set list. I mean, usually it's a set list that doesn't really change. But man, you got to think it's still a lot to remember,
Oh yeah,
regardless.
definitely.
Especially if you bring a track out that you haven't maybe performed in a couple cycles, like you were saying. Oof, that's gonna be kind of tough. But yeah, I think, like you said, I think those will be gone. And
Yeah, it's gonna be cherry picked examples from Impera. Like what's another Impera song I don't think is gonna last? Call Me Little Sunshine, I think might be gone. I think Call Me Little Sunshine is gonna be gone in the wind, unfortunately, because I love that song. But I think that song just doesn't match Perpetua.
oh
Like
yeah,
with
for
how calm that song is, and like call me. I don't think we're getting that again.
man, you know, I agree with everything you've said so far. So that's actually a
I'm a
really good
genius
assessment.
among my peers.
We'll see if both of our theories stand. First 2 tracks of the new album will be the start. So you'll have to tell. If so, you'll have to tell us how Peacefield is. So that'll
I
be good as well.
will.
Man, you have a lot of news to report. Man,
I do. It's all on my shoulders. Um,
so no pressure.
yeah. Is it is now a good time to say I've got like bad memory?
Oh Lord, we were starting with the excuses already. Yeah, we were making fun that he was forgetting the lyrics, huh?
I think we should make fun of the fact you haven't acknowledged the accent change whatsoever.
I mean, I don't really have it. Have you? So you've started it? Okay, all right.
Man, this happened fucking ages ago. I've been
don't
talking for like
really
10 straight minutes.
You're like turning blue in the face. You're like, I can't keep this up any longer.
I'm turning red, white, and blue, baby.
Oh my god! I had seen somebody earlier say something about like Chronicles over here, like I don't know, like you were starting the freaking Pledge of Allegiance, or I don't know what the heck you were doing, or reciting the Declaration of Independence, something like that. But I was like, huh, what? But there you go. I guess I didn't realize. I apologize, man. Your hard work. I really appreciate it for the last 10 minutes speaking, coming down to my level.
My commitment to the bit, and the bit just flying straight over your head, like the sound of another deadline whistling past your ear.
Oh my god! There you go.
I can tie it right back into Ghost.
Watch him add 20s. Oh lord, he's gonna be like, I hear they hate 20s on the stream. Let's add it.
I love 20s. I learned that song so bad live. Listen up, you motherfuckers. Those Ivy League dopes, they want to mock us. Tell them all, it is war, and not fighting a war is for suckers.
God.
Instead of just playing songs, we should just have me do a cappella covers. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh yeah, they're right. They said, I'm sorry, I completely butchered it. I said he's giving my fellow Americans.
I saw Winter Lilac. That's why I was late. That's why I was giggling to myself.
I was like, wait, I completely forgot. I'm sorry. I butchered that so much. So obviously you can tell I have a very, very bad memory. So please,
we're in the same boat.
My God, I know I went through it, but maybe a couple highlights, a couple punks from school. Other than that,
punks.
Don't remember the damn thing.
Damn thing.
Nope.
That was beautiful, Kane. You don't have to lie to me. Oh, hold on. I told this to you before. I told Historia this after was it the first Skeletalk? I gave like a general description of what I look like.
Oh yeah, I was out there the first one, yeah.
Yeah, I look like if anyone has ever seen the Dead Ringer for Love music video by Meatloaf, I look like him in that, but just put on some Dharma glasses. Look, he's back. Where were you? I specifically noticed your absence.
Who didn't tell me about the third Skeletalk? I don't know, but who told you could walk into the fourth one? Because
without yeah, where's your pass? Where's the hall pass?
Apparently, the third one's back there. You missed it.
Look, you got back right after I did like a really unfunny bit for like 15 minutes where I spoke in an American accent, and he didn't notice.
Said Loki, where's Discord? Is Loki supposed to be creating a Discord or what?
God, it's Lucky. I don't want to put any pressure on your shoulders, but apparently the people are clamoring for it. It's not even our Discord
because it ain't coming from me.
It ain't coming from me.
I can't work Discord, bro.
I will say though, it's possible that if there is an unofficial Skeletalk Discord made, I might join it, but under a completely like different Discord name than anything that has to do with me. And you'll never know. I sent a link in the second Skeletalk GC, but the comment disappeared. What?
Wait, what?
To the Discord?
Yeah, but unofficial? What? Throw it in the chat right now.
General chat. Put that in the chat. Let people join. I thought too many people scared you to Cam. You put my name as Cam. Scapegoat, you don't know me. It does scare me. That's why it's gonna be in a different alias. And it's why I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to observe.
Fanfic Discord approved. Let's cook, guys. No.
Fanfic Discord approved. I will say, don't make fanfic about Historia. He seems to be very, against that, which is fine. Personal, if it's about me, do not make it sexual. But you can put me in any situation you want. Kane Ghoul in the JFK hypocrisy.
Wait, where did the thing about me being
minutes
anti-fanfic come from? What the heck?
No, we talked about this, wasn't it? In the second one? Am I gaslighting myself? I thought you were like not super into like fanfic. And you said not to put it in the email. Damn, that's crazy. Sorry, I just straight up lied to you guys.
No, I said they could. We just said to keep everything above the belt, remember?
Yeah, that's right. That's why you know what? Everyone,
he's putting words in my mouth. Dang.
This has been my last Skeletalk. I'm losing it.
Don't bother Historia. He hates you guys. Like, what the?
Yeah, listen, everyone here, Historia, we've talked behind the scenes, and he said, I hate the chat. I hate it with my life. I hate what he does.
Oh, my God. Make fun of my accent.
And then I'm like, hey, man, you got to chill out. You got to you gotta love the people that support us and support you. And he's like, no. Then he punches a wall and breaks it because houses in America are made of fucking paper and dreams.
I bite and growl into my hand when I think about the people.
I deadass do that sometimes when I'm like, really, I don't know. When I deadass just don't know how to emote. I'm just like,
and the stream ends, and I'm like, it's over. It's finally over.
It's over. It's finally over.
Someone write
like
this.
The Historia versus Chronicle fights. They happen on stream at this point.
Yeah, you just gotta add. You just need someone to add visuals to it, but they're here.
I was supposed to go to the HMV on Tuesday in Manchester. I can't get a train over. Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, that's straight up. I saw the HMV thing, and it's a shame, but I'll be in Manchester on Tuesday for the Ghost show, if you're going to that one. If not, I hope you either enjoy the Ghost show you're going to, and if you're not, I hope you enjoy the Skeletalk we cover it.
HMV, that's where I don't know if I don't know if it's releasing here in the US, but that's where they have that Blu-ray that I never even knew.
Yeah,
the audio Blu-rays were a thing. Like what?
Neither did I until you introduced.
Do you guys know about that? Chat? Do you guys know that there's a Skeleton audio Blu-ray coming out, and it's on HMV? I've never even heard of this in my life. Let's see if I can get a picture really quick to bring up. Like, I was like, this is fan art, or not fan art, but this is like Photoshop. Like this ain't real, and it's real. Let me see.
Oh, while you're pulling something up, do I do the music again?
Oh yeah, I forget.
And here we go. The music has begun.
Man, it's like for a saucy voiceover to go over this track right here.
Saucy voiceover.
And now we're waiting for the Skeleton audio Blu-ray.
And now we pull up the Skeleton audio Blu-ray. But in the meantime, how you fine folks doing?
Let's see here.
How your taint's tickled?
Oh my god.
Where'd you feel it?
Here we go. Got it.
Someone make a lo-fi Elizabeth. That would actually slap super, super hard. Fucking V. Skeletalk Skeletor cover when? Crowbar did a drum cover of the intro.
Make a makeshift band of all of us that are just like... See, Crowbar is the only talented one, but the rest of us would just be... just the banes of his existence. Yeah, well, yeah.
I only do vocals in the style of Vampire Empire by Two Witches. It's like, in my bed, my darling love, my eternal dove. You should be a voice actor. I want to. Bar had to leave. That's a shame. I hope they're all right.
What do you want to be when you grow up, Kane?
When I grow up, I want to be an astronaut.
What do you want to be?
Oh my god, you almost sound like SpongeBob there for a second. Jesus.
I was going for more of like a young Beatle.
Like an actual Beatle, like from that famous band from the famous band from England, Beatles. Dude, actually, have you guys heard of the crazy release that they're doing for a Beatles movie?
What?
Have you guys heard of that?
Oh god, yeah, when none of the actors cast look like the Beatles.
Hey, it's a great cast though. Don't make fun. That cast is freaking amazing.
No, as a British person, I can make fun of that cast.
As a non-British person, I'll fully support the cast. But anyways, what I find fascinating about it is they're shooting, like I think they're going to shoot for like an entire year, and they're making 4 different movies. So each
4 different?
Yeah, so each member is going to have their own movie that basically is like the story from their point of view.
Ugh.
And they're going to release them all in the same month, maybe even the same weekend. But they for sure said at CinemaCon that they're releasing in April of, I forgot what year. I think it's April 2020. Yeah, they said it's going to be the first bingeable movie theater experience. So I don't know if there's a certain order you have to watch them.
No, but like if the movies are like 2 hours long and there's 4 of them, that's 8 hours of straight Beatles. No one can stand British people for that long. Why do you think our episodes like 2 hours long each?
Yeah, like I'm not even joking. I'll bring it up. But that's literally what they just announced at CinemaCon, and I'm like, I find that fascinating, bro, because that's never happened. And I'm like, huh. That's interesting. And if you know that if it takes off, we're going to get more bingeable movie experiences in the future. In a way, though, it's super smart because people are like, well, it's 4 movies. What if they're not successful? Bro, you know that they're going to shoot, like you just said, like a show. You already budgeted out for 1 movie, add a little bit more, film for a little longer, and you get 4 movies out of it. They actually saved money, and they have 4 times as much chance to make money.
But they have to make it back, and each one of those productions cost something, as well as potential VFX. One of the best movies I've seen, one of the best biopics I've ever seen, was one that came out recently, and I cannot recommend it to anyone without them thinking like a joke, so I'm not going to name it. It lost like $80 million. And it's one of the best movies I've seen come out recently. I bet in like 5 years it's going to be a cult classic.
What was it?
It's a British one. It's okay. I want everyone to know I'm not joking. I watched this with Dev. He can vouch for me in the chat. You know that movie where the main singer is a monkey? Better Man?
Yeah, Better Man.
I'm not fucking with you. It's like really good, and it made me
really
cry
heard that. I heard
that times. Everyone that's seen it loves it, but it's just because everyone points at it and goes, "It's a monkey." They don't really like engage with the art, which is a huge shame because it's a beautiful movie.
I also think a lot of it was as popular and famous as that person is.
He's not big in America.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. In the United States, most people that I talked to were who, what,
exactly.
And maybe the draw was like, oh well, he's like look, he looks like a monkey. Let's go because it looks like a singing Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Dr. Zayas.
If it was an artist that maybe had more of a cultural footprint in other countries, it would have done a lot better. But yeah, everybody that has watched it, the reviews, they're like fantastic.
It's really well done. It's like in the first maybe 10 minutes, it's like, I'm a silly guy from Stoke-on-Trent. Look at me, and I'm joining this boy band. And then it's train spotting for the rest of the movie, and it's horrifically sad. and I this is homework. Watch Midnight Mass and also Better Man. Better Man is really good. I also just want to say hello, The Shape in the Shadows. Thank you for the $10. I'm done crying over someone like you. Lol, hey, how is it going, everyone? It's going good, Shape in the Shadows. Thank you for supporting the show.
Oh, thank you for that. Man, this guy's always supporting the show. Thank you so much. And yeah, we're doing great. Random topics now. Oh, let me bring up that little Blu-ray in case you guys haven't seen it. But yeah, like I thought this was just fan made. I was like, no, I've never heard of. Have you guys seen this? And I think I might have to get it imported because I don't think a retailer in the US is selling this high fidelity.
Yeah. If I get my hands on one, I'll let you know. Also, Nomad Cabal, I'm not from Stoke-on-Trent. Robbie Williams is. But I've never heard of a Blu-ray audio before you showed this to me. And like now I kind of need to know what it sounds like, you know?
Yeah, because I guess what people are saying, and you can kind of see it there, it's a little blurry, but it says, so Ghost Skeletalk Blu-ray audio includes Dolby Atmos and stereo mixes. So I'm like, man, with the Dolby Atmos, I know for movies, it's my favorite.
That's crazy.
I always go to the Dolby Cinema because you get the Dolby Vision, but then Dolby Atmos with the completely 360 sound. So that's going to seem freaking dope if you could really experience it like that. Like if it really does, somehow the song seems like it's all around you. Huh.
Yeah. I'm
very interested.
I have some very high quality headphones that I spent way too much money on. And I want to hear that with those. Because like if it is like, as you said, Dolby Atmos here all around you, how is that going to feel?
Yeah.
Believe that it's like this is something in HMV in Britain, and you, someone that doesn't live in the country, showed me it.
Right. Who knows? Maybe it'll be there if you go to. Oh wait, you're not. Are you going to HMV or a different shop?
It's a different shop for the April 25th in Leeds, but I will be in Leeds. No, I'll be in Manchester and probably go to. No, actually, I'm going to be going to HMV in Leeds on the actual day of the 25th anywhere. Just because I'll be in the town.
So just kind of pop in and see if it's there, man. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what your reporting in is on it before I get one imported. I'll double check and make sure no US retailer is doing it, but it might be a HMV exclusive because I haven't even seen it in the official Ghost store. Like, did y'all just make this up yourselves? Like, what the hell? That's crazy. They're like, we will get exclusive rights to all of your Blu-ray audio copies.
Yeah. If I could ship one over to you somehow, I would. But I've never posted anything in my life, and quite frankly, I'm scared.
It's all good. I'll get one imported. It's not too much of a import fee to. I think I've done the HMV things before because they get some really cool exclusives over there, and some Blu-rays and stuff are like region free, so it doesn't matter. So they'll play on my Blu-ray. So I've gotten a couple things like that. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for today, man. I think we covered everything.
I think those are like, well, I think the really big things were because of Lachryma and the music video.
Yeah.
If you heard me click to remind myself what I was going to say, no, you didn't. Like that was the really big thing that happened, and obviously the tour, the Skeletalk cometh, and it's in 2 days. That's when it starts. In 2 days, single digits. I can't wait. Do you reckon there's going to be like a chapter happening at any point?
I hope so. I was actually surprised that we didn't get one with the release of this music video. So, I mean, in a way, I like it because that way we don't have everything right now, and then there's nothing, nothing else past the next couple weeks. It's like, oh, well, that was it. Wait until another year. But in that same interview that I think we were both referencing, He said, there's more to discover of Papa 5 throughout the entire year. So maybe they're
Yeah.
really gonna piecemeal it and milk it throughout the year. So I'm fine with that because it gives us talking points throughout the year instead of the bombardment of everything at once.
Yeah, it's and I think with Tobias saying that the law's going to be coming to an end soon, which I don't think he means soon as in like a month. I think like give it a year, 2 years, like a tour cycle at least. But I reckon there'll be like something to tide people over for the tour because yet again, it's not. There's gonna be no content coming from it. At least fan content. They might film stuff and post stuff on social media of every show. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
Bar's back.
oh, Bar's back. Just he's catching us at the end.
Sorry,
Everybody's
man.
like 100 people left. It's all good. I mean, we almost wrapped up like 3-4 times already.
Yeah.
But
Actually, should we do before one last wrap up, just to make sure we don't have any questions before the big Skeletalk?
yeah.
Next week. Does anyone have any questions for either of us, or things that we haven't covered, things that we missed?
Girl Bar says it's too wet outside to skate, so I'm back.
Hey.
Thank you for being a second fiddle to you skating, but thank you.
Skating is pretty rad, so I don't blame you. Evs is begging us to finish. Please, I want to go and take a nap. Damn, sorry.
Jesus.
Did you guys see the free HMV free gift thing? No.
God, HMV is now looking more and more enticing.
What time will Skeletalk be next week? Lord sees fit Saturday.
There is a midweek, well, not midweek, it's going to be on Tuesday. So the Tuesday that he gets to experience, it's like I have to say it through my freaking He gets to experience the first show. That night I am going to stream. It will be once again Wretched Ghoul accompanying me, and we'll kind of wait out and see if issue 2 drops, and we might even do kind of cover that, but obviously we're still going to cover it like me and Kane only can on, the next Skeletalk next weekend.
Me and Kane only can. You're not helping the fan fiction allegations.
Oh my god.
Bro, calm down. Goulet will do a fantastic job covering it with you.
Yeah, for sure. So we will have a stream here on Tuesday.
Yeah, I will not be part of it.
Maybe send us some pictures, man. Like, because by then, I think you would already be out of the show. So at least send us a couple pictures we can show the chat.
Oh yeah, and like if I think that my makeup or something looks good, I'll send everyone a pic, and you can just do a face reveal for everyone here. I could do one now, but I don't look cool.
It's all good.
I'm not cool looking right now. Brent says, what should I expect of a ghost show? It'll be my first time. I only discovered them a month ago, and I was fully sold. Well, wonderful to have you in the fandom, Brent. What should you expect? They're very theatrical. So expect like confetti to shoot out, potential pyrotechnics, wonderful music, and being surrounded by people that are just as nerdy as you or even more about the band. I think you'll have a great time. The Ghost fandom seems to be very caring and accepting. As Logie said, there might be some raunchy moments, especially if they play a song called Mummy Dust, but you'll enjoy it. And well, I hope you enjoy it. They're fantastic live. Some songs even sound better live.
Oh my god. That last comment aside. Hopefully it's kind of like a the people you meet are as nice as the ones you've been seeing here in the chat, because everybody here is pretty awesome. So we've got lucky when it comes to you guys in the chat. So
I know I had to tell you all off last time, and I am very sorry. But you're all wonderful, and I know I say like heart, hands, love you all a lot, but I genuinely am enamored by everyone in this community. You are all incredibly kind to each other, incredibly kind to us as hosts, and seeing like participation. It feels like you're all the communal third host. It's wonderful to see and have.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But before Aves guts us alive, let's let her take a nap. We'll take our leave for today, but we'll be back. Most likely next Saturday, not Sunday. So
Yeah.
with plenty to talk about. And if you guys want to tune in Tuesday night to me and Wretched going over issue 2, so a little bit more lore to dissect and maybe some picks from Chronicle on how the show was. So yeah, should be interesting.
Absolutely. I'll send some stuff over. Loki, if you've got that unofficial Discord, feel free to share it in the comments. But I'm happy to wrap it up. Yeah, this has been good. I've had a nice time.
Yeah, it like I told you before, it seemed like it was 2 weeks since we talked, but I guess it's just one extra day. It's only been a week and a day, but yeah, man, it was great to chat again. So
yeah, it was great.
I'm excited, man. We had a good week with the music video, new song, and now we got some other exciting stuff this upcoming week, and then the next week, it's the whole freaking album. So yeah, we're the next couple of Skeletalks are gonna be pretty interesting for sure. But
Yeah.
thanks, man. Thanks for joining me today.
That was all right. Thank you for having me.
And let's see.
Thank you all for joining.
Add the little outro video, and then that'll be us. Or yeah, that'll be it from us for today. All right, we'll see you guys next weekend. Bye.
Same ghost time, same ghost channel.
If you have ghosts, you have everything.